Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and I welcome you all to our e-learning session and to Shri GM Donda Primary School. In today's e-learning session, children will learn chapter number 8, Role of Parliament in a Democratic Country in Social Science subject. As you all know children, that our country India is the largest democratic country, and as we are going to learn about the role of the parliament in a democratic country, the question arises that why do we need a parliament? Under colonial rule, Indian people had lived in fear of the British government. Indians did not agree with many of the decisions that they took. With high pressure of Indian National Congress, British government allowed to discuss the budget and ask questions. The Government of India Act 1909 allowed for indirect election to the Legislative Assembly, but national leaders were not satisfied with this. At last, India became independent on 15th August 1947 through a process of long and difficult struggle in which many sections of the society participated. Reasons for opting parliamentary system of government in India. We have adopted parliamentary system in our country because being a British colony, India was influenced by the British parliamentary system and to give equal representation to all and to reduce the chances of dictatorship. Now we'll discuss everything about Indian Parliament. First, we'll discuss what does Parliament consist of. So, the Parliament of India consists of Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha and the President. There are two houses of Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Children, first we will discuss regarding Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house and it is also known as House of the People. Maximum strength of Lok Sabha is 552. 530 members from states and 20 members from union territories. 2 members from Anglo-Indian community are nominated by President, presided by the Speaker, and members are elected for 5 years. Now children, we will learn regarding Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is known as Upper House or Council of States or Permanent House. Here the members or the strength is maximum 250 seats and 238 seats elected by states or union territories and 12 members nominated by the President, presided by Chairman or Vice President, and members are elected for 6 years. Children, now we will learn regarding qualifications of the members of the two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. First we will go with the Lok Sabha, and here the candidate should be an Indian citizen, not less than 25 years of age, should not hold any salarized government job, should not acquire the citizenship of another country, should be mentally sound, should not be bankrupt, and no criminal procedures against him. Now we'll learn the qualifications of the members of Rajya Sabha. The candidate should be an Indian citizen, not less than 30 years of age, should not hold any salarized government job, should not acquire the citizenship of another country, should be mentally sound, should not be bankrupt, and no criminal procedures against him. learned about the houses of the Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and now we will learn the role of the Parliament or the work of the Parliament. And the work of the Parliament is categorized in three parts: lawmaking, to control, guide and inform the government, and to select the national government. First, to select the national government means how it works to select the national government. The country is divided into different constituencies. Conduct an election. Count the number of elected members belong to each political party, and then a list is prepared. The party which gets an absolute majority or more than half the seats in the parliament is invited by the president to form the government. The government is formed by the party with majority of elected members, more than half the seats in the parliament. The next majority party form the opposition. The speaker is elected from the ruling party. The prime minister is the leader of ruling party. He selects the ministers to work with him to implement the laws. At present, the single party did not get a chance to form the government. Why? Because the single party did not get a proper majority to form a government. So, they joined together with different political parties to form a government. Such government is known as coalition government. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. Its members are elected for term of 6 years in accordance with the system of proportional representation. 1/3 of its members are retired in every second year. The Vice President is the chairman of the House, and all the seats do not send equal members to Rajya Sabha. The representation is decided on the basis of population of representative states. Now, second work, to control, guide and inform the government. Generally, the first hour of a sitting of Lok Sabha is devoted to questions, and that hour is called the question hour. It has a special significance in the proceeding of Parliament. MPs of Parliament are free to ask questions to ministers of the government to get information on public concern matters. The period after question hour and before the beginning of the rest of the day's work is 0 hour. And the third work is lawmaking. Here, this work is also categorized in 4 ways. First is first reading, means introduction stage. Second reading means discussion stage, and third reading means voting stage, and after President's assent. The Parliament can introduce new laws and change the old ones. A law is first introduced in the form of a bill. A bill is the draft of a proposed law. 3 categories of bills. Here, the bills are also categorized in 3 parts: money bill, ordinary bill and constitutional bill. First is money bill. Money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha and only by the ruling party. Lok Sabha is more powerful on the issue of money bill. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha has to certify it as a money bill. After 3 readings in Lok Sabha, the bill is sent to the Rajya Sabha. The Rajya Sabha can only make suggestions. Second is the ordinary bill. Any member may introduce an ordinary bill. It can be introduced either in Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha. Once the bill is passed in one house after their readings, it goes to the other house. If the second house wants to change the bill, it may send to the house where it originated. If the house of origin refuses to make change up to 6 months, a deadlock is created. Then the president will call for a joint session of both the houses. After discussion, the bill will be passed. Then it goes to the president. If the president signs the bill, then it becomes a law. This law is then called an act. Last is the constitutional bill. This bill is used to the constitutional amendment. This can be introduced either in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha. Children, here we have completed this chapter and I hope you understood the chapter. Link also is provided in the PDF which help out you to understand the concept deeply. Copy down the PDF in your social science workbook and it's time for me to say you goodbye. Goodbye children. Have a nice day.